All right, first question for you.
Will I be decapitated? No.
Do you think Finch is regretting the decision not to kill the congressman now that it's all gone to...
No, if he is regretting anything, he may be regretting building the machine.
Okay, going
he may think it's turned to naught. My worst fears have come true. That it no longer reflects my value system. That now it's self-regulating. Now it's making decisions on its own, and I don't agree with him. He's walked away from it. He means not to have anything more to do with the machine.
No, but when is, if ever, Fusco is ever going to find out about the machine? Reese brought that up in the finale. He mentioned the machine. He's like, what machine? It's like, come on.
Well, we'll see. Maybe this season. Maybe this will be the year.
That's the other thing. Do you feel your character got left out? Everybody else just disappeared. What do you think happened?
Well, they're just off the grid. I mean, they're still being a pain in the ass calling my office.
So, Michael, it looks like Finch has lost everything. And he's forced out of his lair. How's that going to be working for you during this next season, and how are you going to recover that? Or some sense
well, as you might imagine, he's always looking for, he's going to rebuild somehow, somewhere.
He's got to find a new place to live.
Yeah, it's going to take some time.
Does it have a backup? I would find that Finch would be a person to have a backup, and then a backup.
Well, he has lots of backups and fail-safes, but as far as a nerve center, a place to live, that has to be found afresh.
What about funding? Is his new, is he still a reclusive billionaire but of a different type, or is he like working as a janitor now and...
his money still exists, but he can't touch it without putting himself on Nixon's radar. So they're having to find more creative ways.
Do you think there's now 100 heirs? That's what he's saying.
He's going to try to communicate more directly with the machine this season?
I think Finch means not to speak to the machine at all.
I remember in the finale, the scene that, other than the library being destroyed, the scene that really broke my heart was everybody kind of breaking away from each other and walking in different directions. How do you see them kind of coming back together and even working together as a team?
Well, of course, that's what season 4 will be largely about, at least in the early going. Putting the pieces back together.
Do you have in your, well, you've already seen it. I was going to say, do you have in your mind how you would see that happening?
But all I've seen are the first 2 episodes, the first 2 strips. We're not privy to where things are going long. That stuff's not even written.
One of the things that was the most difficult thing for me this season was losing Carter.
Yeah.
And I wonder, for your character, that must have been an incredible loss. How do you pick up and kind of go from there?
Well, I think first off, I think it was a great send-off that they gave Carter's character. I mean, you talk about going out in ways of glory. She definitely did, and that those 3 or 4 episodes, I think, were some of the best television as a fan of the show, I've ever seen. I just thought it was really, really great stuff. I think, like I say, I think with the loss of Carter, I think it brought Fusco specifically back to that once heroic image of himself that maybe, got him interested in becoming a police officer in the first place. And it was really kind of time for him to put his big boy pants on and step up, But it'd be interesting to see where it all goes this year.
When Jim was here previously, he made this reference to, he kind of likened where the show was heading to Star Wars, and that there is this
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, this Empire. The Empire has struck back, and now
he used to smoke a lot of pot, right?
But I think there is this notion that you guys are going to, this upcoming season is going to be about building the rebellion, because boy, you guys are really in a spot.
Yeah. We were outsiders before. Now we're going to be real outsiders. Now we are going to be a team against whom the cards are really stacked.
They also referenced the fact that there was going to be conflict between Finch and Reese about how to deal with numbers now. So, can you elaborate a little bit?
Well, yeah, Mr. Finch has walked away from the whole mess. He's washed his hands here. He does not mean to work with them anymore. So we'll have to see, if that can get thawed out.
It does seem like the perspective is bigger, and the way he was sort of referring to it is that every life is valuable, but Finch has this much. You have a wider view that you're looking at and saying the game is bigger than the number that comes our way. Is that fair? Is that where he's at right now?
Well, I think he never stops hoping that ethical values will be reflected in ethical behavior and ethical products, even artificial intelligence. But he may be doomed to disappointment. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.